that there are significant process improvements and efficiency improvements as a result of the install, but we're still quite early in the journey to really sort of stand by what those numbers are. I can look across the functional areas, and there's some pretty evident wins that we're already seeing. The accounts payable process is probably one of the larger ones. We're in a position that, globally, we had over 10 people processing AP invoices. It wasn't exclusively their role, but it was an element of it. And there's quite a lot of people across the geographical spread that we had to quality control. We've now managed to centralise that into 4 individuals who carry a similar workload that was there before, but we've actually streamlined that process, much easier to quantify and maintain the work that goes through the system. I think the consolidations is another good aspect. Previously, we were looking at a month end that would take a number of days. Complicated because of integration issues that existed on the old platform. It made extracting the data a bit of a challenge. There was a lot of cleaning that needed to be done before you could rely on it. That's obviously now fallen away. We can just run the reports, and a day or two of review and analysis and the entries that we need to process, and we have our consolidation very quickly. That's very powerful. I think the creditors aspect as well, the consolidated view, is also much improved. I'm looking at my global liabilities. We've designed some intercompany processes that sit within that process, and I am now actually making sort of outflow decisions which are based on known quantities through the ledgers. We are no longer relying on forecasts from my global teams. It's now all codified. It's linked to suppliers. There's a whole lot more accuracy in the numbers that are now being prepared and presented. The other significant, I should say, is also on the client invoicing. Client invoicing is probably the most core metric you can look at. It speaks to cash flow, it speaks to efficiencies. If you're able to convert your costs into your revenues quickly, it means your solution is effective. And again, it's quite early in our process, but I think we're looking at a 10 working day reduction in that cycle. And that's a very significant improvement, which will carry through to all areas of the business.